아리랑 스페셜.
많은 개발도상국들이 묻습니다. 한강의 기적은 어떻게 이루어졌습니까? 그 방법을 알려주세요. 우리가 그들에게 줄 수 있는 답은 무엇일까요? 인도 가우하티에 사는 수의사였던 프라딥 쿠마르 사마의 이야기입니다. 어느 날 매일 타는 인력거꾼과 이야기를 나누던 그는 의구심이 생깁니다. 매일 내는 인력거 대여료 1년치만 모으면 인력거를 살 수 있었는데 그는 인력거꾼들이 인력거를 가지지 못하는 잘못된 구조에 반기를 들었죠. 시스템을 도입한 겁니다. 그는 좀 더 쉽게 끌 수 있는 인력거를 개발하고 인력거꾼들이 인력거를 살 수 있도록 은행을 만들었으며 인력거 은행을 협동조합 형태로 만들어 성장시켰습니다. 그리고 꿈은 현실이 되었죠. 바로 이겁니다. 한강의 기적이 남긴 유산은 우리 사회와 경제를 효율적으로 움직이게 만든 시스템입니다. KSP가 나누는 지식의 핵심에 이 시스템이 있습니다. 시스템은 물고기가 아닙니다. 물고기를 잡는 방법입니다.
Korea grew more dynamically and dramatically than any other country in the past 50 years. It is now offering to share its development knowledge and experience with others. Last October, Korea had visitors who came all the way across the world. The visitors are delegates from the Colombian Investment Authority that came to see the miracle on the Han River. They find Korea's 5,000 years of history stranger than the high-rises and endless parade of cars. The sight of ancient palaces in the middle of the economic miracle is also exotic. Mr. Kim Sung-hyun, who is working with the Colombians on the KSP, is the guide for today. Colombia is participating for the first time in the KSP project this year. They are more curious than ever to find out how Korea became the center of the world's economy. They went to Myeongdong next. It is one of the places the Colombians wish to see. Surprisingly, they are more interested in small stores and shopkeepers than large retail stores. They face the task of having to revitalize private economy, but haven't found their way yet.
There's one company that was supposed to be $1 store, but they didn't accomplish what they were offered. So you can find things cheap or expensive.
The size of the business doesn't matter. It's the size of the revenue that matters.
Colombia tried to encourage its small businesses to grow to revitalize its private economy, but they haven't been so successful. The variety of the shops and the incomes they generate surprised them. Having seen for themselves, they are eager to know more about Korea's policies on small to medium-sized enterprises.
Actually, it's pretty amazing. Usually, you think or you're surprised to see something so small having so much incomes. Back in Colombia, this is more related to just trying to survive.
Investment briefing on Colombia was also held. This event was hosted by the Korea Development Institute, currently involved in a knowledge-sharing program with Colombia.
que el mejor recurso que ofrece Colombia es gente comprometida con su país, comprometida con su trabajo. Realmente
Relevant parties and Korean businessmen interested in investing in South America participated. Both countries are more interested in the economic exchanges than ever, faced with the upcoming FTA.
이게 체인이 한 부분이 끊어질 때
앞으로의 그 전력 개발에 대한 그 콜롬비아 정부의 의지가 뭔지.
Tanto digamos en provisión del servicio a la industria, tenemos backup, digamos autosuficiencia energética, exportamos energía al resto de la región.
부분에 대해서
Colombia is a viable prospect for Korean businessmen looking to enter the South American market. Meanwhile, Colombia wishes to attract investments from Korea and learn about its know-how on economic growth.
페루나 칠레보다도 낫고 여러 가지 면에서 안정적이고 그렇다면 이제 이 사람들이 오픈 마인드를 가져야 되는데 거기서 사업을 하는 데 있어서 그래서 이제 그런 얘기를 들려주는 거죠. 결국은 나라가 성장하는 데는 관리들이 마음이 열려야 되고 서포트하는 마음 자세가 돼 있어야지.
Korea as the only country in the world that has developed from an international aid recipient to a donor, for example, a country that managed to industrialize and become a global power in terms of manufacturing, in terms of high tech, for sure, you have many things to share.
It's not just Colombia. The whole world agrees on the importance of knowledge-sharing programs like this. The KSP Dissemination Seminar was co-hosted by the World Bank and the Ministry of Strategy and Finance. This is where they report KSP project results and the forecast and exchange opinions. Various experts from many fields and from overseas attended the event.
요새 한류와 더불어 이 KSP, 한국의 어떤 개발 경험을 같이 나누자는 것에 대해서 이 개도에서 엄청난 인기가 얻고 있고 이걸 또 마침 그 월드뱅크에서도 이런 그 개발 경험을 같이 나누는 지식을 나누는 이런 거가 의미가 있다라고 하면서 월드뱅크가 우리 어떤 그 KSP 이 프로그램에 대해서 굉장히 관심을 갖고 함께 조인하게 된 거죠.
Just like last year, 500 people from 75 countries participated this year.
Korea has led through an excellent knowledge-sharing program that has benefited dozens of countries. So I want to pay tribute to Korea for its leadership.
And the World Bank has been a fortunate partner with KSP for a number of years now. Countries around the world see Korea as a role model for successful development.
So what does KSP mean?
Even though that the KSP means knowledge sharing program, the K could also be equivalent to Korea in the sense of Korea to us is equivalent to knowledge. Okay.
Knowledge Sharing Program. KSP stands for Knowledge Sharing Program, a new type of aid program. This is how the program began.
우리 뒤따라온 나라들이 미국이나 일본을 보면 이거 대학원생 박사들이라. 그러면 초등학교나 중학생이 박사들한테 배울 게 별로 없거든. 그렇잖아요. 고등학교 학생, 대학교 학생들한테 배울 게 많다. 그럼 우리가 훨씬 더 강점을 가지고 있죠. 그때만 해도 한참 2000년대 들어와서 세계 경제가 지식경제화되어 가고 그 지식을 서로 나누자 하는 얘기들이 많이 나왔기 때문에 우리가 지식 공유 사업, 지식 지원 원주 사업 보면은 또 그렇잖아요. 받는 사람 입장에서 그 지식을 공유한다 하는 사업으로 이름을 붙이게 되는 거죠.
The KSP began in 2004 and it celebrates its 10th anniversary this year. Through KSP, Korea has been acting as a policy advisor in 175 projects in 59 countries.
And in fact, the first one was implemented in 2004 and 2005. Previous 2009 and 2012, KSP an important contribution to the formulation of our two very important documents.
The KSP began in 2004 with two countries, Vietnam and Uzbekistan. It brought on a new Korean wave involving knowledge sharing.
What happened in 2011, export of meal rice tripled. This is very important for us. Coordination issue that we have learned from KSP.
The KSP shared Korea's knowledge in 734 subjects with 59 countries for the past 10 years. It helped 175 countries throughout the years. This year's event also included a time to experience knowledge sharing.
To get together at the tables and discuss what's going on in terms of knowledge sharing in your institutions. What can your institution do to effectively identify, capture, and share knowledge?
All you need to bring to the table to share knowledge is pen, paper, and ideas. Each table is made up of people from various countries, and they set their own development agenda, such as water shortage or infra problem, then gather opinions. It is a way to find a solution by gathering experiences and knowledge of each country. This is the Knowledge Sharing Program. By sharing knowledge that is invisible to the eye, they derive the most effective solution.
For me, it's very, very important. So before he passed away, he told me, my son, the greatest inheritance I'm leaving you is not cars, it's not houses, it's not things. The greatest inheritance I'm leaving you is your knowledge. So that as we learn new things from Korea, as we learn new things from Germany, we can bring them back home, in my case in Uganda.
당장 도로가 필요하고 우물이 필요하고 당장 학교에 가야 되고 이러한 것들은 또 그렇게 지원이 돼야 되겠죠. 그러나 KSP 사업은 그 정책을 방향을 제대로 세우고 우리나라가 그 많은 사람들에게 직장을 제공해주고 그 임금을 받을 수 있는 그런 산업화를 하기 위해서 무엇부터 해야 되느냐 그런 레시피를 가르쳐주는 거거든요. 음식을 만들 수 있게. 그래서 시간이 좀 걸리는 것은 사실이겠죠.
Hanoi, Vietnam. People from Korea Asset Management Corporation, KAMCO, have arrived. KAMCO is a semi-government agency that takes over and disposes non-performing loans of financial companies and restructures companies.
이번에 오시면 몇 번째 이렇게 방문하시는 거예요?
올해 작년부터 해서 한 5번째 방문인 것 같습니다.
KAMCO has been undertaking KSP with Vietnam since last year. Located between the Red River and To Lich River, Hanoi has been the capital and spiritual center of Vietnam since the days of its division. Vietnam has grown rapidly for the past 15 years. With an annual growth rate around 7%, it has risen to become a leading power in Asia. It's an important market to Korea, with the trade between the countries about to reach $30 billion this year.
베트남 경제 현황은 가장 중요한 점이 뒤에 보시면 아시겠지만 인구들이 전반적으로 젊습니다. 그래서 전체 인구의 한 60%가 젊은 노동력이어서 35세 이하가 60% 정도 차지하기 때문에 그런 생산 가능성에서 폭발적인 잠재 성장력을 갖고 있는 게 가장 큰 장점이라고 보시면 될 것 같고요.
Unlike Korea and many advanced countries that are facing an aged society, Vietnam's young population presents future possibilities. Furthermore, the growing enthusiasm for education in Vietnam is regarded as an advantage. To provide an economic consultation to a country, you need to know the target country's culture and history, not just about its economy. This is what Mr. Shin learned the most in his KSP work with Vietnam.
베트남하고 저희가 KSP를 진행하고 있는데 호치민 주석 같은 경우에 베트남에서 차지한 역할이 워낙 크기 때문에 그분을 이해하고 역사를 이해하는 게 KSP 컨설팅 할 때도 더 도움이 되는 것 같아서 항상 방문을 하게 되면 여기 방문하는 것 같습니다.
Vietnam's father, Ho Chi Minh, is often called Grandpa Ho. He was Vietnam's national movement leader for over 30 years, and he also led the anti-colonial movement in Asia after the Second World War. He was one of the most influential communist leaders of the 20th century and the father of Vietnam's independence. But he died before he witnessed the independence of Vietnam. The Vietnamese people still remember the spirit of national independence that Ho Chi Minh always emphasized. And it is this spirit that parents work hard to teach their children in Vietnam.
Không được nói thế nhá, như thế là tức là cậu lớn nha, chị là năm nay học lớp 2 thì là rất là ham mê tìm hiểu các cái lịch sử của Việt Nam. Thì là chị cho các cháu đi thế này, nó sống động nhất về cái lịch sử Việt Nam qua các thời kỳ.
The Vietnamese people's pride is rooted in the fact that they achieved independence and socialism on their own against France and the US, respectively. This is why they've implemented a reform and open policy economically, but still maintain a socialist state system. This trophy of victory that symbolizes the Vietnamese people's pride is built with the wreckage of American fighter jet that was shot down in the Vietnamese War. However, Vietnam encounters a problem 10 years after the unification in 1975.
베트남 정부가 86년도에 가장 고민했던 게 어떤 부분이냐면 국민들이 다 먹고 사는 문제, 그런 부분들이 굉장히 필요했었는데 그런 부분들을 정부가 고민하면서 발표한 게 도이모이 정책입니다. 베트남 말로 도이모이가 기본적으로 개혁이라는 부분인데요.
Doi Moi means reform. This slogan, announced by the Communist Party in 1986, signaled Vietnam's reform and open policy.
그 개혁이라는 게 이제 계획 경제를 포기하고 시장 경제 체제를 도입하는, 그래서 소유권 인정하고 대외 무역을 자유화시키는 걸 통해서 연 한 7%에서 8% 성장률을 이루게 됩니다.
Afterwards, changes in Vietnam progressed fast. The World Bank highly rated Vietnam's development.
The study will help Vietnam build on its remarkable development success story. Vietnam has been transformed from a poor rural economy into an emerging middle-income economy, with recent growth averaging 7% annually. Millions of Vietnamese have benefited. The poverty rate dropped from almost 60% in the early 1990s to under 10% today. Vietnam, though, is now at a critical juncture.
When passing by downtown Hanoi, you can see a huge sports stadium. It is the main stadium built for the 2019 Asian Games. In 2012, Vietnam made a successful bid to host the 2019 Asian Games.
Asian Game 2019 is the city of Hanoi.
It was a huge success achieved 16 years after Doi Moi. However, something unprecedented occurred earlier this year.
Vietnam says it will quit as the host of the 2019 Asian Games. The government hoped to use the event.
The government backed out, citing insufficient preparation and aggravation of financial condition as the reason. The 2019 Asian Games ended up being one night's dream to the Vietnamese. The site of the main stadium that is not being properly maintained shows the current economic situation in Vietnam. So what is Vietnam's current economic situation? We met Mr. Chae Bong-shik, the former head of the Korean community.
요거 보시면은 건물이 요 3m 단위로 다 끈 게 있다고요. 이 넓은 게 있으면 그걸 합친 거예요. 이게 또 이 나라의 아픔인 거예요.
After the unification, Vietnam went through a land reform. They divided the land in units of 3 meters and distributed it. It represented standardized socialistic economy. President Chae, who founded a startup consulting business in Hanoi 15 years ago, felt Vietnam's economic situation more acutely than anyone else.
요즘에 이 주식시장이 완전히 그냥 함몰됐거든요, 함몰. 이 여기에 있는 그 경제 전문가들이 1년에 한 서너 차례 여러 다국적 기업 형태로 해가지고 세미나도 하고 그래요. 바닥을 쳤다고 얘기를 한 지가 벌써 2년 차가 되고 있는데 아직도 제 느낌에는 바닥을 치지 못한 느낌인 거죠.
The construction industry that used to change the skyline of Hanoi every day plummeted first. When the economy became stagnant, the banks weakened and loans were cut off. With the loans cut off, it became difficult to buy houses or construct buildings. The obstacle that stopped Vietnam's economy while it was on a roll was the Vietnam society's chronic illness.
이 사회주의의 이제 고질적인 이 부조리, 부패 이 부분인데 그 해법을 찾아가는데 이게 쉬운 해법이 잘 안 뛰는 거죠. 사실 경제 활성화는 이 정치하고 무관하지 않잖아요.
The Vinashin scandal was a recent hit to Vietnam's economy. Vinashin Group was Vietnam's leading shipbuilding company and one of the top 10 state-owned corporations. But Vinashin went broke in 2010 after accumulating a debt of $4.03 billion. This is a building located in downtown where many Korean companies have their offices, including a branch of a Korean bank. Mr. Shin visited the bank to find out about how Vinashin's bankruptcy affected Vietnam's economy.
감사합니다. 자본연구에서 오셨네요. 예. 전 세계에 이제 찾아보다가 가장 한국하고 캠프가 맞는 것 같다고 해서 저희가 이제 KSP를 요청을 했고요.
They chose Korea as their problem solver.
정치적으로도 파급효과가 컸죠. 정치적으로 일단 이제 비나신이 국영 기업이고 그게 연계되어 있는 정치 인사, 정치권 인사들이 거기에 대해서는 국민들의 공분을 산 거예요, 한마디로 얘기해서.
News on Vinashin flooded the media daily. The government established Vinashin in 2006 as an ambitious challenge to the global shipbuilding industry. But 4 years later,
Cơ quan an ninh điều tra Bộ Công an đã tống đạt quyết định khởi tố bị can, lệnh khám xét và tiến hành bắt tạm giam đối với Phạm Thanh Bình, nguyên chủ tịch hội đồng quản trị kiêm tổng giám đốc.
as the investigation progressed, various corruptions were discovered. Funds were used in wrongful places and the public became angry. But the bigger problem was its impact on Vietnam's economy.
그래요. 경제적으로 또 사회에 경제적으로 그 실업자, 그다음에 아까 150개, 260개 되는 계열사가 연쇄 이제 파산이 된 겁니다. 돈이 돈다는 거는 돈을 우리가 마음 놓고 기업에 빌려줄 su가 있어야 되는데 이제 신용 등급이 뚝 떨어지게 된 거예요. 이제 Fitch나 S&P.
Trong 6 tháng gần đây, Ngân hàng Nhà nước Việt Nam liên tục bơm sắm ra thị trường 260.000 tỷ đồng để hỗ trợ thanh khoản cho hệ thống ngân hàng, nhưng lãi suất cho vay vẫn cao ngất ngưỡng.
Korea's financial crisis of '97 may be different in terms of cause and size, but it is fundamentally similar to Vietnam's current economic situation.
IMF 당시에 캠코가 중요하게 생각했던 게 금융기관하고 기업들의 구조조정이었습니다. 이게 일반적으로 이제 사람들도 똑같지만 아픈 것을 빨리 제거해야지 그 다른 부분에 전이되는 걸 막을 수가 있습니다. 그래서 캠코가 중요했던 신속성이었는데.
Camco took over non-performing loans that amounted to $219 billion, 43% of GMP at the time. They worked quickly through international biddings and auctions and successfully recovered 122% of the public funds that had been invested.
IMF 직후에 한국과 베트남을 비교했을 때 일반적인 지표들이 상당히 유사한 부분이 많았었습니다. 그쪽 나라 베트남에서 당연히 없는 부분들을 우리는 너무나 절실히 잘 알고 있기 때문에 그런 부분이 가장 필요하다는 것을 적극적으로 제시를 해서 이번 컨설팅을 제시하는데 가장 중요한 그 컨설팅.
Last November in Korea, the Vietnam Asset Management Company and Camco employees got together to go forward with a KSP project on Vinashin situation. Their priority was to analyze the current economic situation in Vietnam.
성장률 보시면 그 금융위기 이후에 베트남이 한 7%대에서 성장을 하다가 그 이후에 5%대로 주저앉은 상태이고요.
This KSP project was requested by Vietnam, which needed a non-performing loan management system with the bankruptcy of Vinashin Group.
Hai, thông qua cái quỹ của UNDP tài trợ cũng đã cùng với Camco thỏa thuận có một cái dự án để hỗ trợ tư vấn cho Việt Nam tiến hành một cái dự án để xúc tiến việc thành lập các cái doanh nghiệp mà khó khăn trong tài chính thì nó rất là phù hợp với cái nền kinh tế ở Việt Nam. Thì cũng xin báo cáo với quý vị là đối với Việt Nam thì DDC năm 2003 được thành lập thì nó trong cái bối cảnh là Việt Nam đang đẩy mạnh quá trình cải cách sắp xếp chuyển đổi các cái doanh nghiệp nhà nước.
It has been 28 years since Doi Moi was implemented. Since then, Vietnam has become a leading power in Southeast Asia. However, with the recent break on Vietnam's rapid growth, Vietnam once again sought out Korea. In 2004, when Vietnam was the first KSP recipient country, it utilized Korea's know-how as its economic growth engine. This time, Vietnam is learning from Korea's painful experiences of the financial crisis. Successful stories are not the only thing that helps when sharing knowledge and experiences.
We learn not only from your successes but also from your failures, so that because being a latecomer, we have an advantage of learning from early comers. So your Korean expert and the people we met always share with us not only your successes but also failures, so that we will not repeat your mistakes. So many of your experiences are relevant and applicable to Vietnam. So through KSP, we learn a lot from your country's experience in many different areas.
Cambodia is located in the southwestern part of the Indochina Peninsula. Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, is located where Tonle Sap, Mekong, and Basak rivers meet. It is finally at peace now, after going through the French colonial period and then the Civil War. Most of the population is Buddhist, and 9 out of 10 people are Khmer. Its official language is Khmer. It is one of the poorest countries in the world with a per capita income of barely $1,000. Although its per capita income has grown fast recently, it is still low compared to the neighboring countries. It has no viable industries other than tourism. As such, the country does not even have proper social infrastructure. The 386-kilometer-long northern railways from Phnom Penh to Cambodian-Thai border, first constructed in the French colonial era and completed in 1942, has long been suspended. The situation is the same for the 264-kilometer-long southern railways that run from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville. After the railways were suspended in the 1970s, the central station in the capital lost its function. It was because of the Civil War. The situation worsened because maintenance and management weren't properly carried out until the 1980s.
ផ្លូវដែកនេះជួសជុលដោយប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីហើយនិងប្រទេសកូរ៉េហើយផ្លូវដែកនេះទៅសីហនុប៊ីលហើយនិងបាត់ដំបង
Most of the cargo the train transports is corn and cement. The train barely runs at 30 kilometers per hour. The railway to Battambang, 8 hours away to the northwest of the capital, has not yet been restored. An interesting scene unfolds here dozens of times daily. People are riding on a bamboo train, a type of a motorized rail push trolley. There is only one track, so they often come across another train coming from the other direction. Every time this happens, people unload the cargo from the bamboo train and remove the train from the track. The train is just a bamboo panel set atop some wheels and installed with the cultivator engine, so it is not difficult to remove it from the track. They assemble it again after the other train is gone. It is inconvenient, but it is also the only means of transportation to people of Battambang. Consequently, the distribution costs in Cambodia are high compared to prices. It is also the cause of Cambodia's low export unit value competitiveness. For Cambodia's economy to move forward, the infra is the most pressing issue. Railways are even blocked in remote locations. They use motorcycles in places like these. They don't even have proper gas stations. The fuel for the motorcycle is kept inside a drink bottle like this. This roadside stall is in fact a gas station. The fuel costs 5,000 Cambodian riels per liter. That amounts to about $1. To the people of Cambodia, who barely earn $100 a month, fuel is quite pricey. The stall scarcely brings in $3 a day. However, the streets of Cambodia have been changing remarkably during the past few years, especially around Phnom Penh. Cambodia recorded a growth rate around 7% this year. Along with the awakening of Cambodia's economy, the number of cars and motorcycles have increased noticeably.
During the last decade, Phnom Penh has expanded very much, from there, and the cities has developed, and especially you can see that Cambodian economy, this is Phnom Penh, one of the pole of growth, and this is Siem Reap, the third pole. So you can see that the road is very important.
The streets of Phnom Penh are under construction these days. The Cambodian government has deemed the expansion of infra facility to be of the utmost priority and is investing huge amounts of funding. Like blood vessels, roads are necessary for people and goods to move and for the economy to circulate. According to a research, the money Cambodia needs to build 850-kilometer-long roads by 2020 amounts to more than $9 billion. Much of the funding is provided through aid. For example, this road is being built thanks to the ODA from Japan. ODA refers to Official Development Assistance. It is the economic resources used for development in developing countries, often provided free of charge or at a low interest rate over a long period of time.
ODA는 한마디로 말씀을 드리면은 예를 들어서 채빈국인 경우에는 고기를 잡는 방법을 그분들이 터득하기에는 힘듭니다. 배가 고파서 하루 3끼를 해결하지 못하는 그런 나라한테는 긴급 구호품이 필요하듯이 ODA는 저소득 국가를 대상으로 한 원조 사업의 핵심이라고 보시면 됩니다.
Cambodia is an arena of competition for advanced countries willing to provide funding for development. It's because Cambodia possesses considerable resources and potential. This bridge is made up of 2 parts. The old bridge, built more than 20 years ago, is called the Japan Bridge, because Japan built it as part of the ODA. But there is another bridge that passes by the Japan Bridge. It was opened recently. The bridge that was completed was built with the aid from China. China, a latecomer to ODA, is actively providing aid to Asian and African countries. Korean representatives visited Cambodia for the final report on the 2012 KSP project. Accompanying the team is Director Cham Mun Chung from KDA. The changes in Cambodia are startling. Among all the changes, the Chinese influence is the most noticeable.
중국의 존재가 점점 뚜렷해지는 것 같아요. 중국의 존재감이 점점 뚜렷해지는 것 같아요.
China is one of the largest development assistance providing countries to Cambodia. The loan and subsidy from China since 1992 up to now amounts to $27 billion.
한국과 같은 나라들은 굉장히 이 나라들은 친해지고 싶고 많이 좀 배우고 싶고 이런 나라라고 볼 수가 있습니다. 중국의 옆에 있으면서도 중국으로부터 상대적으로 지금
다른 동남아 국가에 비하면 훨씬 독립돼 있고 경제적인 수준도 중국을 훨씬 앞서 있고 그러면서 민주화도 이루었고 그렇기 때문에 이 나라들로서는 배우고 싶어하는 그런 나라라고 생각할 수가 있겠죠.
They met at a football field today before going to the meeting place.
이게 스낵 KDA 사커 쉐어링 프로그램이지.
해석하면 뭐예요?
해석하면은 이제 스낵이랑 이제 KDA 사커를 이제 공유하면서 KSP를 조금 더 공고히 다지자는 의미입니다.
From knowledge sharing to soccer sharing.
Okay,
right?
thank you very much.
sharing.
I'm looking forward to playing, for friendly, from knowledge sharing to soccer sharing, and I expect that we can learn something from the KDI team.
KDI!
Thank you.
The KSP has been carrying out knowledge-sharing programs on subjects Cambodia wished to handle. They had been devoted to the work and utilized the results well in Cambodia's economic development. Through it all, the relationship between the two countries has grown deeper.
For this opportunity to cooperate is a new kind of cooperation that we have experienced in the last 4 or 5 years. So I've been work very much with ADB, IMF, World Bank, so we have a different kind of cooperation, but this one is more practical, more tangible, more involved, and also more friendly.
For the past 3 years, Cambodia has been a priority cooperation recipient country.
School to make presentation on industrial skill training. Please, Dr. Chu.
The final reporting will wrap up the final 3rd year of this project. It is an occasion to report the results of the joint research in the form of policy consulting.
Strawberry exports are increasing sharply. Previously, Korea has paid high royalty.
What Cambodia wished for during the 3 years it has been the priority recipient country was Korea's development knowledge in 5 areas, including agriculture, industry, labor manpower, and industrial complex.
Korean is more developed, Cambodia is less developed. But if you bring countries like USA or France or more advanced country, they developed long time ago already. Okay? So even they tell us we don't understand. But in your case, you just developed recently, not far, maybe 20, 30 years before us. So you still have a lot of experience, called practical experience, to share with us.
A senior public official meeting was scheduled right after the final reporting. This is the opportunity to connect the results of the research to policies and hear out Cambodia's requests for the next KSP project.
노력을 하고 있습니다. 그런데 오늘 최종 보고를 할 때 어떤 얘기가 나왔냐면 그런 최상의 대답도 좋지만 한국이 60년대, 70년대에는 어떤 경험을 했고 어떤 실수를 했느냐 또는 어떤 성공을 했느냐에 대해서 관심이 참 많습니다. 우리는 그러한 거를 다 묶어서 지금 이 나라에 가장 좋을 것 같은 그런 솔루션을 제공하겠다고 노력을 했는데 이 사람들은 물론 그거를 굉장히 고맙게 받아들이지만 또 한편으로는 과거의 한국에 대해서 굉장히 알고 싶어 한다는 걸 느꼈습니다.
They feel that Korea's past is not so different from that of Cambodia. Their concerns are similar to what Korea experienced in the 60s and 70s. Vast fields unfold an hour and a half away from Phnom Penh. It is Cambodia's leading rice-producing region. Cambodia has traditionally been an agrarian country producing rice. 8 out of 10 people are rice farmers. It also has a hot climate, so 3 crops a year is possible. However, their yield per unit is far behind that of similarly situated countries such as Thailand and Vietnam. It is because although natural disasters like typhoons are rare, they are incapable of responding fully to droughts. Mr. Naron, Cambodia's Deputy Minister of Planning and Investment at the time, came to Korea for a KSP meeting in 2012 and sought out Rural Development Administration. He wanted to know how Korea resolved its food shortage back when it was a poor and agrarian country. Korea became self-sufficient in rice production in the 1970s, when we began to develop Tongil rice. Mr. Naron focused on Korea's agricultural technology development and sought out Rural Development Administration whenever he visited Korea. He wanted to implement the technology in Cambodia through KSP.
During the 1990s, we started to mechanize, and right now only about 60 to 70% of rice production is mechanized, and in the remaining 30% or 40% or so, we continue to use some of the traditional rice production instrument and technique.
The Cambodian Agricultural Research and Development Institute is located an hour away from Phnom Penh. This is the Korea Project on International Agriculture Center, KOPIA, founded by Korea's Rural Development Administration. This place opened in 2010, and it is the third KOPIA center to open in Southeast Asia after those in Vietnam and Myanmar.
결들을 보면 지금 현재 캄보디아는 이제 가뭄 피해가 되게 심하고요. 가뭄 피해 적응성, 가뭄에 강한 품종과 수량이 높은 걸 둘을 조합해서 만든 품종으로서.
Cambodia received consultations on agricultural technology policy through the KSP project and began the process of actual technology transference through KOPIA. The first thing they began was the improvement of their rice breeds.
KOPIA에서 이제 2012년도에요. 네. 기술 이전 차원에서 이제 캄보디아 이제 생채 표본. 보통 한국 가면 이제 박물관 때 보면 이제 표본 같은 거 많지 않습니까? 이제 아직까지 이제 캄보디아 그게 제대로 안 돼 있었고, 보시다시피 여기 보면 이제 코피아라고 이제 써져 있듯이 이제 코피아에서 그걸 지원을 해줍니다.
Cambodia has 36 breeds of rice, and using these, they are developing breeds stronger against droughts. Another thing they are focusing on is the rice polishing system. Cambodia had milled its rice in neighboring countries until now. However, innovative changes were brought on with the implementation of Korea's rice polishing system in Cambodia, and the Cambodian government set up an ambitious goal to export of 1 million tons of rice in 2015 using the technology transference and change as a stepping stone.
이 설비가 들어올 때쯤 3년 전만 해도 캄보디아는 현대식 조종 공간이 거의 없었습니다. 최근 3년 동안에 많은 조종 공간이 생겼는데요.
Cambodia's rice production volume is about 9.3 million tons a year.
캄보디아에서 나오는 향미라는 향미 종류의 쌀인데요. 이거는 이제 캄보디아 농민들이 재배한 걸 저희가 수매해서 독일이나 아니면 남미 쪽에 수출을 하고 있습니다.
Its quality has also been internationally acknowledged.
KSP 사업은 우리 기업이 사실은 그 나라에 진출하기 위해서 정책 제안으로 반영이 돼가지고 그 나라의 정책으로 채택이 되게 되면은 그만큼 우리 기업들이 우리 협력 대상국에 진출하는 코스트가 낮아지게 되는 거죠.
The export might be threefold, but I'm not very familiar with the recent statistic, but I'm sure that it increased tremendously. We who dealing with or engaging with the KSP are the people who design the policy. For example, me from the Ministry of Finance, I somehow support the government effort to export more rice, and we design some program to have with financing, to grow more rice, and that as a result will increase the export of rice.
The KSP is the advisor in growing corn as well as rice. Corn is the central axis of Cambodia's agriculture along with rice. The cultivation area began to rapidly increase in 2006. 60% of the production volume is exported. But the problem is the crop yield per unit area. In case of Korea, the corn crop per 1 hectare is 8 to 9 tons. However, within the same period of time, Cambodia's corn yield is 4.2 tons average per farm.
저 위에 쪽서부터 한 달 간격으로 이렇게 쭉 파종을 해가지고 여기까지 이렇게 온 겁니다. 그래서 지금 좀 날씨가 더워가지고 이제 생육이 좀 안 좋아요. 그리고 우기 아주 최절정기 우기였기 때문에 생육이 지금 타격을 입어가지고 좀 안 좋은 그런 상황입니다. 그래서 이런 때는 파종을 하면 안 된다라는 것을 이제 농민한테 알려줄 수가 있는 거죠.
The research to find the best environment for the corn continues using scientific methods, such as analysis of its growth environment to measurement of chlorophyll.
작년도에 수량이 상당히 좋았습니다. 그래서 다시 한번 교배를 해서 매년 이렇게 교배를 해서 종자를 채종을 하는 겁니다.
They achieved a noticeable result from the corn research thanks to the continued efforts they made. Their goal is to raise Cambodian corn yield up to Korea's standard through seed improvements and changes in cultivation methods. This is Cambodia's International Corn Foundation. There is a complex devoted to growing and developing corn seeds improved by copia for distribution among farmers.
Mì ba bao vía, làm bay giờ từ phường hít bụi 2 lít. Mì ba ní, làm bay dương giờ từ lít bụi 2 lít. Giờ từ đâm lư sai cả cò.
These are breeds of corn brought over from Thailand, Vietnam, and Korea, as well as the breed developed by Copia in 2013.
Bụi bột tại bàn thưa lòng màu nắng. Tại vì dục cao cao sập 5 tới 100 ngày. Và chia chôn nhưng ai promote họ bàn. Đại miền tích chiêng ngày bụi nhòm châu bụi Việt Nam Thái cứ hỗ trợ 115 ngày mà promote. Chẳng hạn đi dạp với clay. នេះគឺជាពូជ hybrid ទើបតែរកឃើញដែលសហការ GDA សហការជាមួយនឹង Copia ពូជនេះទៅឆ្នាំ 2015 2016 2017 ហ្នឹងយើងនឹងសហការជាមួយនឹង Copia ដើម្បីពង្រីកពូជ hybrid នេះដើម្បីចែកចាយទៅប្រជាជនដាំ
The wind of change began to blow in Cambodian farms with the development of the hybrid corn. Director Bang visited a nearby village that mostly works with corn. In this village, the sound of corn being pounded in a large mortar can be heard often. It is almost impossible to operate large-scale poultry farming in Cambodia like in Korea. It's because the weather is so hot. Each farm just raises free-range chickens in small scale. But with the corn development, feeds became no problem and change came.
5월 22일이네요. 5월 22일. 결성을 50농가.
네, 그럼 예.
그럼 파리에.
파리. đây là nhóm đi chậm rãi nắng đời xa copia phía cọt mình bốn cọt trôi màu đỏ phùm nhom nắng làm bay do cô ca rồi copia nắng ơi đi chậm rãi nắng phùm bỏ nhom chẳng bàn này ta copia phía cọt mình bốn con màu đỏ chạy tê xanh ai nhóm cọt ăn chưa khả năng này đó là dương ăn vặt tam tích tóc bán về đi chậm rãi tấu bán thì trôi vừa tàng qua tàng ngọt này rằng.
It's been a year since this project began. Something miraculous happened in the village after they formed the cooperative and started joint poultry farming together. Their income grew tremendously.
3개월 만에 230불은 우리가 생각하면은 별거 아닌 것 같은데 이 캄보디아의 농가에서는 대단히 큰 돈입니다. 그것이. 그래서 이러한 사업들이
다른 농가에서 보고 참여를 이제 유도를 하고 또 다른 마을에서 따라서 할 수 있도록 그래서 캄보디아 농민들이 돈을 벌 수 있는 그러한 사업이라고 생각을 하고 있습니다.
KSP can be done with just a pen, a piece of paper, and airplane tickets. The results of a policy consultation through the sharing of knowledge have become the beginning of a massive change. One miracle is begetting another miracle.
왜냐하면 우리는 아예 정말 거의 불가능한 그러한 길을 걸어온 거란 말이죠. 아주 절대적인 빈곤에서 농업국가에서 아까 말씀드렸던 대로 원조를 받으면서도 자립경제로 가고 산업화를 우리가 짧은 시간 내에 이제 달성을 하고 또 동시에 민주화도 우리가 짧은 시간에 했기 때문에 아주 밑바닥에서 시작을 했기 때문에 조언을 줄 수 있는 그러한 그 소재와 경험을 전 세계에서 제일 많이 축적하고 있다. 그게 한국이다라고 저는 믿습니다.
In just 50 years, Korea became the 24th member of the Development Assistance Committee from a country that was receiving aid. As such, developing countries are highly interested in Korea as the source of actual development knowledge and ideas. KSP is another miracle that shares Korea's miracle with the world.